Jetman. It's really hard to be an Iron Man JetPack, by Ives Rossi. Ives, otherwise referred to as Jetman, is known to the world thanks to his flight on the reactive knapsack wing of his own invention. On the 7th of May 2011, Rossi reportedly flew over the Grand Canyon in Arizona. In October 2015, Ives and Vince Refn, wearing jetpacks, deployed from a helicopter flying at 5,500 feet, and flew in a choreographed demonstration with an Emirates Airbus A380 cruising at an altitude of 4,000 feet over Dubai, reaching the top speed of the 304 kilometers per hour. Flying platform. At a military parade in France, which was held on July 14, 2019, a flying platform called FLIKE Air was presented. The device is capable of speeds up to 200 kilometers per hour, gone to a height of up to 3 kilometers, fly non-stop for 30 minutes, as well as transport a person along with cargo, with a total weight of up to 200 kilograms. However, at that time of the public demonstration, the maximum speed of the FLIKE Air was limited to 140 kilometers per hour. The left height was 150 meters, the flight time was 6 minutes, and the payload was 100 kilograms. Frankie Zapata himself demonstrated the flying machine in action in Paris. He flew on Champs Elysees on a turbine-powered flatboard in front of President Emmanuel Macron and other leaders of the European Union. The pilot held a rifle in his hand, indicating the possibility of using the technology for military purposes. The presented version of the flying platform still needs to be improved, particularly in terms of improved stability and mobility. Scorpion hoverbike. Russian startup Oversurf introduced an electric hoverbike. The device is classified as an ultralight vehicle, allowing it to be flown without a pilot's license. Scorpion free-flying motorcycle with a carbon fiber frame that lightens up to 114 kilograms. A new 12 kilowatt-hour hybrid battery, capable of providing 10 to 25 minutes of flight depending on the weather and the weight of the pilot, and also remote control, with already 40 minutes off flight in unmanned mode. The dimensions of the Scorpion 3 will allow it to fit in a standard doorway, as well as being able to take off and land from a regular parking space. The overbike can fly 16 meters above the ground, reaching a top speed of 96 kilometers per hour. Hoverboard. On the hoverboard in 2015, Alexandre Duru introduced his Omni overboard to the world, and even made it into the media spotlight by earning an entry in the Guinness Book of World Records by flying to 176 meters over a lake at a height of 5 meters. Since then, the Canadian inventor with Romanian roots has been working on a commercial version of his flying machine and has already received patents for it. The Omni hoverboard is powered by 8 propellers. The battery charge lasts for a modest 1.5 minutes of flight, but Duru is working on improvements to increase the flight time. JetPack. The American company JetPack Aviation introduced a new model of JetPack called JB11. Unlike the previous version, the new JetPack can accelerate up to 320 kilometers per hour. The company demonstrated the prototype of the JetPack at CES 2018. Usually, JetPacks are developed by enthusiasts and created in single copies, but in recent years, their serial production was announced by several companies, in particular JetPack Aviation, which has already created several models. The new version has not 2 but 6 turbojet engines. Due to this, the maximum speed of the JetPack has increased significantly. The maximum flight height is about 4.5 kilometers, and the duration of the flight on one refueling is 12 minutes, during which the pilot can fly more than 30 kilometers. Martin JetPack. Martin JetPack. A few years ago, this idea looked fantastic and silly, but already this year, the JetPack may appear on the market. At the air show held in Dubai a few years ago, developers were presented the first copy of this flying miracle. The JetPack is capable of reaching speeds of up to 75 kilometers per hour and lift a person into the air for almost a kilometer. The manufacturer claims that the Martin JetPack can acquire the status of the safest aircraft in the world. It should be noted that the device runs on conventional fuel. The maximum distance the JetPack can cover on one refueling is 50 kilometers if the pilot runs out of gasoline in the air. Then returning to the ground will be the safest for the pilot. This is accomplished by means of an automatically triggered ballast balloon. Approximate cost of Martin JetPack reaches $250,000. According to company representative, emergency services will be the first to buy it, then agricultural workers, then representatives of the oil and gas industry, and only after that, JetPacks will enter the mass market and be available to ordinary users. In July 2018, Gravity Industries began selling a flying suit similar to the one Iron Man had. The flying suit is printed on a 3D printer and is equipped with 5 engines that run on both jet fuel and diesel. The device allows speeds of up to 90 kilometers per hour, although the manufacturer recommends accelerating to a maximum of 50 kilometers per hour for safety reasons. According to the developers, the suit allows you to clone to a height of 3,650 meters, but you need to be careful when moving so far from the ground, since the fuel supply is only enough for 4 to 5 minutes of flight. The capacity of the fuel tank is 15 liters. Kitty Hawk Flyer. Flying Kitty Hawk machine itself doesn't look so much like a flying car as it does a majestic giant drone upon which our Silicon Valley superiors can soar over our heads. Like modern-day knights and their geeky steeds powered by 8 propellers, Kitty Hawk can reach speeds of 25 miles per hour. The flyer weighs only 220 pounds, which means you won't need a license to fly it, and it's legal to operate in the United States so long as you fly it over water in uncongested areas. FLIKE. FLIKE Personal Tricopter of the Future. The project started in the summer of 2014 at an applied research institute in the country. It is a coaxial Y6 layout tricopter, which means that the lift is generated by 6 rotors grouped in counter-rotating pairs of 3 axes that are positioned uniformly around a circle on the manned flight. The FLIKE concept demonstrator had a takeoff weight of 210 kilograms. And this video shows how FLIKE will look like in the near future. ArcaBoard. ArcaBoard, inspired by the same film developers, constantly propose new ways of construction. Flying gadgets, unlike its predecessors, the ArcaBoard is able to soar above any unruffled surface. Actually, it has a weird appearance. ArcaBoard looks like a concrete slab. Arca Corporation deals with development and production of space rockets, so the basis for creating flying board is the energy created by the motors. The flight of the device provides 36 electric motors with a total power of 270 horsepower. These start the appropriate number of channeled fans. As a result, ArcaBoard can raise a passenger up to 242 pounds and fly about 1.2 miles at speeds of up to 12.4 miles per hour. CopterPack. At the beginning of June 2021, a demonstration of the world's first backpack helicopter took place. The manned drone uses 2 propellers, which are about 90 centimeters in diameter. They are on a rigid frame together with batteries and 2 armrests with controls. The device runs on electric traction, and the body is made of durable and lightweight carbon fiber. After vertical takeoff, the pilot moves the rotors into position to move forward or make turns to the right and left. According to the developers, large propellers help to use less energy for takeoff and maneuvering at the same time. The large diameter of the propellers increases the likelihood of birds getting in due to its small size. And power unit: the helicopter cannot stay in the air for a long time. In case of failure of at least own engine,